Welcome to Northern. It's a little bit different having the opportunity to welcome you to orientation for both parents and, of course, for students. I love orientation, so I'm already missing seeing everyone face to face because this is a real opportunity to learn more about the university, to learn about opportunities that exist, to learn about all the different kinds of things going on campus. And normally I'd like to stand and answer, piles and piles of questions up to and including all of the parking questions that we always seem to get. The important thing, though, is to really be as prepared as possible to come in this new and changing environment. And I'm very excited that we're going to be fully open, fully operational. There'll be some changes. We'll all have the opportunity for our masks, and we'll have lots of cleaning activities, and there'll be some adjustments in classes. But I know our faculty and our staff are very excited about the fall semester. They're very excited to see everybody back on campus with all the vibrancy and energy that campus brings. I always like to take a little bit of time to offer advice. My children will tell you that's what I seem to be good at. They are less good at taking my advice, but that's another story. And the advice is really about how to be a successful college student. And for those that have been able to come to campus and hear me, may have heard parts of this and in other kinds of ways. But for students, I think there are just really three keys. And if you can remember these three keys, the experience you'll have at Northern is going to be wildly successful. You'll make friends for a lifetime. I was on the phone the day before yesterday and talking with alums who, although we did it via Zoom, that they were connecting with one another after 50 years, and it was like they were back living in Gant Hall all over again. It was really great to see. So the first thing to know, and the first thing that you really need to be engaged with, is to engage with our faculty. One of the things that really promotes graduation, and when we think about the success of our students, we think about graduation. And if somebody ever said to you, the goal is to go to college, that's not the goal. The goal is to graduate from college. And connecting with faculty and staff is the first and among the most important things that you can do. Our faculty are some of the finest faculty you'll find anywhere in the country. We have faculty from among the most prestigious institutions in the country, and they come to Northern very specifically. And if you ask them, they'll almost always tell you we're here for two reasons. One, we're here for the direct personal connection that we get to have with our students. Our faculty want to know more than your name. They want to know who you are. They want to engage with you. They want to support you in helping you live out what your dreams are. And all you have to do is reach out a little bit and be engaged. And so, when you go to class, introduce yourself, talk to faculty, go to office hours, develop those relationships, and those two will be long-lasting relationships. By the way, the other reason our faculty are here is because of the amazing lifestyle we all get to live here in Marquette and in the Upper Peninsula. This is such an extraordinary community and place to be. And I know you'll find when you come to campus that, you go out in the community and you'll walk down streets and people will smile at you and engage you and want you to be, very much part of the community. And that's a big part of who our faculty and staff are. They're members of the community. So the second thing is to choose a major for which you have a real passion. Because no matter how you frame it, college is a lot of work. You'll study harder, you'll work harder than you ever thought you really had to. And just when you think you've worked hard enough, you'll have to redouble your efforts. There's just no getting around it. But if you have a major for which you have a real passion, it's not so much work. Work is only defined when you're doing something you're really not interested in. And so find that major, explore. And if you're one of the lucky ones to come undecided, which has always been my personal favorite major, explore, try out different things, talk to faculty, talk to staff, talk to other students. You will find a major that really speaks to you. And you may be like many, half our students will change their major. They'll say, I thought I wanted to do X, but boy, I found my passion is Y. That's okay. We'll help you through that. The third piece of advice I give, maybe the most important of all, and that is be engaged. Join a club. When somebody comes up and asks you what your major is, you can tell them what your major is, but also tell them all the clubs and organizations and groups that you belong to. The good stuff of college is not always in the class that I teach or any of the faculty teach. The good stuff is in the interrelationships that you develop, the friendships that you have. Stretch your imagination. Try something. If you've never skied, join the ski club. You'll have a great time. If you want to try out crew, do that. Try something that expands your boundaries and horizons. Get involved. And when you see other students on campus, ask them what they're doing, because that will make an enormous difference in the quality. Because if you engage that way, you'll develop a group of friends, you'll develop a support mechanism that will take you through those difficult times. And you really don't want to get up for that 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock class. But you know that your friends and your classmates are relying on you. You'll get up because you don't want to let them down. Be engaged. So they've only given me a few minutes to talk. I'd like to go on and on and on. But when you get to campus, I look forward to seeing you on move-in day. It's one of my favorite days of the year. I'm there to provide counseling services, mostly to parents. I've been through it with my son and my daughter, the transition. It's a glorious time, and yet it comes with a lot of change and emotion. I look forward to talking with you and meeting you. And when you see me around campus, stop me and say hi, and let's talk. Welcome to orientation. Let me know if there's anything we can do for you. Thanks so much.